dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, it's 6 o'clock. I'm Will Puckett.
And I'm Cassidy Strickland. Hope your morning is off to a great start.
You weren't very good as the yin to my yang.
Why?
I was bubbly, good morning. You were just like, I'm Cassidy.
I'm tired today, I'll be honest with you. I didn't sleep very well, but I'm here and we're getting through the morning, so.
All right, we'll get you some coffee.
Be nice to me.
Sports. I am nice to you. Mm-hmm. You know, people have said that I'm really mean to you, and I promise I'm not that mean to her as you all think I am. I promise. But Cassidy's tired, and you know what's not going to help her today is the weather. So let's bring Brandon in on a better breakdown of what to expect today. We are in a severe weather alert day, but it's not as much for today, what we're to see overnight going into tomorrow.
All right, giving you about 24 hours advance notice, and Cass, later today, be good sleeping weather. Rain coming down, so should
perfect.
There you go. All right, let's get into it this morning. Taking a look at the camera network as we cross the region, starting outside WYMT as we head out the door this morning. And again, no major issues yet. Rain chances come later today. Whitesburg, same thing overlooking the city there. Live pinpoint Doppler radar. They're off in the distance. You can see them up toward I-64 and out toward central Kentucky, but we've got to zoom way out to find the bulk of this system coming through parts of western Kentucky now. And some heavier bands of rain too, so we're going to keep an eye out for some local high water issues later tonight. Not expecting a whole lot, but again, we could see some heavy bands of rain, and with an already saturated ground, something we're going to continue to monitor. Temperatures very warm this morning, very mild for this time of the year. 50, Moorhead, Jackson, Prestonsburg, Somerset, 51, Monticello, 54, the warm spot here in Hazard, 36 down in Middlesboro, the cool spot. See the difference? 20 to 30, even 35 degrees warmer than it was this time yesterday morning, 13 degrees warmer in Middlesboro and in Wise. Winds cranking out of the south there, and you can see those coming in here pretty quickly. And when you factor in the gust, look at that, 36-mile-an-hour gust out toward Monticello. That's what's bringing in all that warm air and surging in. So between iced coffee and a normal day on the coffee meter, because it's climbing quickly on those temperatures, out the door forecast, take the rain gear. You may not need it this morning, but you will by later on today as that system starts to move in. We top out in the mid to upper 50s, close to 60 for some. I'll have the rest of the forecast coming up here in just a few minutes.
All right, we'll be sure to check back in with you. Thank you, Brandon. Well, the West Care Homeless Shelter in Pike County is one of several organizations across the region that is opening their doors to help people with the winter cold sticking around. If the temperatures drop below freezing between 7 in the evening and 7 in the morning, people are welcome to go there. It is serving as a warming shelter. Case manager Anna Wakeland says each year they help around 500 people.
The basic needs that we take for granted every day are the things they need every single day. We need those here.
She says they also need extra donations to help out. They can use anything from food to cleaning supplies.
1 year ago, a gunman opened fire at Marshall County High School, killing 2 students. 15-year-olds Bailey Holt and Preston Cope were killed. 21 other people were hurt. This morning, they will be remembered at the high school. Police say the person responsible for the shooting is 15-year-old Gabriel Parker. Parker faces 2 counts of first-degree murder and 14 counts of first-degree assault. He is being tried and is adult. The families of 4 students shot at Marshall County High School are suing the school district. They filed the suit 1 day before the 1-year anniversary. The lawsuit claims the school should have kept the students safe but failed to do so. The families say the school knew or should have known about the suspect, Gabe Parker's danger to the school. But a lawyer for the school says there were no prior warnings. The complaint also alleged that Parker's mother and stepfather violated their duty to secure the gun used in the shooting.
Meanwhile, we continue to learn more about a triple homicide in Owensboro. Police say the victims were shot in the head last week. A 4th person was also shot. Police are still looking for a 3rd man in connection with the crimes. Siler Shimwell and Arnett Baines are both in jail, charged with 3 counts of murder.
The man accused of killing a camper in Malibu State Park last summer entered a not guilty plea yesterday. Authorities say Anthony Rauda shot Tristan Baudette in the park, a 35-year-old chemist who was camping with his daughters. The 2- and 4-year-old girls were not hurt in the shooting, but were listed as attempted murder victims in the criminal complaint. Authorities arrested Rauda in October on suspicion of burglary. They say he was living off stolen food and slept outside.
A convicted sex offender faces new charges after making threatening phone calls. Jermaine Buster faces 3 counts of terroristic threatening. A not guilty plea was entered for him during a court hearing yesterday. Police say he called Little Lighthouse Daycare, Bate Middle School, and First Care Clinic last week. They say that's when he made sexual threats towards the children and employees. Buster will be back in court on January 30th.
Over in Johnson County, officials announced schools will be closed there today due to a confirmed case of hepatitis A. Superintendent Tom Cochran says crews will spend the day cleaning and sanitizing the facilities. He also encourages parents to vaccinate their children if they have not already done so. Tomorrow will be a non-traditional instruction day for students.
Well, people in Whitley County got a chance to get free hepatitis A vaccinations yesterday. The Whitley County Health Department, City Hall, and Dayspring Health Clinics in Williamsburg came together to give out the vaccinations. Vaccinations will be given out again tomorrow at noon in the Williamsburg City Hall and will continue through 6 that evening. Well, a local government shutdown enters day 2 today.
The Knott County Fiscal Court voted in favor of a partial county government shutdown instead of adding any new taxes to people in the county.
WYMT's Justin Case went to Hindman as the new policies went into effect.
The 3 options presented at the fiscal court meeting: partial county government shutdown, a 2% occupational tax, or a 6% insurance tax.
Either option we would have went with is going to affect our people tremendous, some more than others.
And because the insurance tax from 2017 expired less than a month ago, officials say county operating costs would have exceeded their revenue by about $900,000.
We could not continue to operate with no revenue.
In a unanimous decision, the partial shutdown passed. This means health insurance is now canceled for all county employees, including elected officials.
We'll probably take layoff hits to every single department.
But it also takes money away from the road department. Now, road crews will only be able to respond to emergencies.
The work we'll be doing out there looks like from here forward until they get something resolved will be mudslides, trees falling across the road. It'll be pretty much emergency work only.
That also means limited repairs and limits on how much they can treat the roads and plow during severe weather. McDaniel says he feels bad for his 8 employees who were previously responsible for maintaining more than 700 roads.
When you're making a small amount of money, it's hard to go out there and buy insurance on the side. So, and it's going to, I just hope it don't start depressing my people that gets out here, because people does get depressed when they lose, their insurance and stuff. And we just got to hold our heads up and move forward.
Finding solutions in a largely lose-lose situation.
Now, Judge Dobson says he does not know how long the shutdown will last. For other cuts that could be coming as the county works to balance their budget, go to WYMT.com.
In other news, this year Kentucky could produce 6 times the amount of hemp it produced last year. Agriculture Commissioner Ryan Quarles says his department approved more than 1,000 applications to produce up to 42,000 acres of hemp this year. Last year, growers only planted around 6,700 acres. The most recent farm bill removed hemp from the list of federally controlled substances. The commissioner says Kentucky could be a national leader in hemp production.
Legislation filed in the Tennessee General Assembly on Tuesday seeks to eliminate the sales tax on feminine hygiene products. The bill would eliminate sales tax on products used by women with respect to menstruation or other genital tract secretions. These products include tampons, pad, liners, cups, and douches. If it passes, it would go into effect on July 1st of this year.
Well, a woman is behind bars in Jefferson County after police say she escaped from an unmarked police car and caused it to crash into a pole. This all happened Monday afternoon. Police say they picked up Jessica Ann in a part of Louisville known for drug problems. On the way to jail in the unmarked car, officers say the 21-year-old slipped out of one of her handcuffs, took off her seatbelt, and tried to run.
Things are back to normal at Newark's airport after reports of a nearby drone disrupted flights there yesterday. Officials grounded outbound flights and halted arrivals after 2 pilots reported seeing a drone. The sightings happened about 3,500 feet over Teterboro Airport, which is a small airport that serves private planes. The FAA is investigating the incident. Meanwhile, we learned that Morehead State University says it is freezing housing rates for next year. MSU President Jay Morgan says it is one way the university is trying to make education affordable for students. Morgan says the school is looking into other ways to keep costs down for their students.
Well, still to come on Mountain News this morning, Fender releases a new U.S.-made acoustic guitar this week, the first in nearly 50 years.
And later in sports, we head up to Rupp Arena as Kentucky played host to the number 22 Mississippi State Bulldogs. Find out how the Cats played.
Rain chances are on the way back today, and then a taste of winter comes late tonight. I'll break down the forecast hour by hour, about 2.5 minutes.